Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you guys are doing well. Now, on my clock, I set an alarm. And this clock comes in very handy for me. I can set an alarm for work, or I can set it for a reminder, or I can use it to simply tell the time. Now, whether or not you know how to tell the time, time is a very big part of our lives. Shall we think of some examples? Has your mum or your dad ever said to you, "It's time for bed"? Or what about, "It's time for dinner"? Or how about, "It's time for school"? Maybe they've said some of these things. Shall we think of some other examples? Have you ever done something that maybe you shouldn't have, like break a mug, and you think to yourself, I wish I could turn back time? Or have you been in school in a lesson?
This is all over to A, okay?
You've looked at the clock and you've thought to yourself,
I wish time would go faster.
Maybe you've thought this before, but the truth is we can't control time. We know that every minute has 60 seconds, every day has 24 hours, and every week has 7 days. And that doesn't change. You see, our time on earth is precious. And God has given us this gift of time. Now, when you want a gift really badly, and then you get it, how do you treat that gift? You treat it carefully, don't you? You value your time with it, and you respect it. And that's what we should do with time. You see, God has given us this gift of time, and we should value our time. We should treat time carefully, and we are to respect it. Shall we look at a verse in the Bible that says something about time? We're going to look at Psalm chapter 90 and verse 12. Now this psalm was written by a man named Moses. Shall we read it? It says this: "So teach us to number our days, that we may get a heart of wisdom." Number our days. What do you think that means? Well, it means that we should recognise that our time on earth is limited, and we should use our time wisely. We only get to be 5 or 7 or 10 years old once. So, how do you spend your day? Are you using your time wisely? I'll admit that sometimes I don't use my time wisely. I can put off time with family to maybe go on my phone. Sometimes I don't spend enough time in the day with God, and I need to pray to Him and ask for His forgiveness. I need to pray that He would help me to number my days and to use my time wisely. So, how are you spending your time? Are you spending time with family and friends? Are you making sure that you're working hard in school? Most importantly, are you spending time with God? Spending time with God means that we can build our relationship with Him, and it helps us to grow in our faith. When we spend time with God and when we live for Him, we get true satisfaction. So, how are you spending your time? Remember that time is a gift from God, and that our time on earth is limited. So be wise in how you spend your time. Thank you for listening.